because what I'm about to tell you will shake you to your core. Imagine building a trucking empire from one truck to nearly 100 trucks, only to watch it all crumble and force you into bankruptcy court. But here's the twist. This isn't a story about failure. This is about the most brutal comeback in trucking history. I'm talking about Angie's transportation out of St. Louis. And brother, what this woman went through and how she turned disaster into innovation is going to blow your mind. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because stories like this are exactly why we dig deep into the real trucking world, not the sugar-coated nonsense you see everywhere else. So picture this. It's 2012 and Angie starts with just one truck. Sound familiar? That's the dream we all have, right? But here's what separates the wannabes from the real operators. Angie didn't just survive those early years, she dominated them. By the time she hit her stride, this woman was running 99 trucks. Let me say that again, 99 trucks. That's not just a trucking company, that's a freight moving machine. Her brother Raphael was right there with her, building something that most of us can only dream about. But here's what nobody talks about when they're showing off their shiny new trucks on Instagram. The bigger you get, the more dangerous it becomes. And Angie was about to learn this lesson the hard way, because what happened next almost destroyed everything they built. Now, I've seen a lot of trucking companies go under. Hell, we've all seen good operators lose everything because they expanded too fast, trusted the wrong people, or got caught with their pants down when rates crashed. But what happened to Angie's transportation was different. They had to file Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Let that sink in for a minute. From 99 trucks to bankruptcy court. But here's where this story gets really interesting. Chapter 11 isn't the end, it's a restructuring. It means you're fighting to survive, not giving up. And this is where Angie showed what she's really made of. Instead of throwing in the towel like 90% of operators would, she looked at those 99 trucks and made one of the smartest business decisions I've ever heard. She downsized to 50 trucks. Think about that strategy for a second. She could have tried to hold on to every truck, every contract, every driver, but she was smart enough to know that sometimes you have to cut off the infected limb to save the body. But the real plot twist, this setback didn't break her, it revealed her true calling, and what she discovered during this crisis is about to revolutionize trucking safety forever. So, while Angie is rebuilding her fleet, she starts noticing something that's been driving her crazy for years. Accidents. Not the big ones that make the news, but those stupid, expensive little accidents that happen every single day. You know what I'm talking about? Backing into poles, scraping against dock doors, those minor incidents that insurance companies love to jack up your rates for. And she's thinking, there's got to be a better way. That's when Road Lights was born. But this isn't just another LED light company slapping their logo on Chinese imports. Angie created something specifically designed for our problems. These aren't just pretty lights, they're DOT compliant, built to handle the abuse we put our equipment through, and strategically designed to eliminate those blind spots that cost us thousands. These LED auxiliary lights enhance trailer visibility during the exact moments when most accidents happen, reversing and parking. Think about how many times you've had to guess where your trailer corners are in a tight spot. Think about those dock doors that seem to jump out of nowhere. But here's what makes this story even more incredible. She didn't stop there. While she's perfecting Road Lights, she partners with Nova Repair and they start customizing box trucks with full sleeper units. We're talking beds, refrigerators, microwaves, turning box trucks into rolling homes. Now, here's where this story becomes a masterclass for every single one of you watching. Angie learned some brutal lessons that could save your business, and I'm going to share them because this is the real education the trucking schools don't teach. First, don't over leverage. I don't care how good rates are right now. Don't bet everything on them staying that way. Second, when financial pressure hits, do not cut corners on safety. That's when accidents happen, and accidents will kill your business faster than bad rates. Third, and this one's crucial, regularly review your expenses. Not once a year, not when things get bad, but regularly. Know where every dollar goes. But here's the biggest lesson from Angie's story: humility and adaptability. She went from 99 trucks to bankruptcy, then back to 50 trucks, and eventually she created an entirely new safety innovation company. That's not failure, that's evolution. She networks, attends industry conferences, and never stops learning. While other operators are sitting in truck stops complaining about rates, she's out there solving problems and creating solutions. So, what's the real story here? Honestly, it's not about the bankruptcy, and it's not even about the comeback. It's about a woman who turned her biggest setback into her greatest innovation. Road lights exist because Angie went through hell and came out the other side determined to make trucking safer for all of us. In Nova Repair customizing box trucks with sleeper units, that's solving a real problem for drivers who need comfort on the road but can't justify a full sleeper cab. This is what real innovation in trucking looks like. It doesn't come from Silicon Valley tech bros who've never backed a trailer. It comes from operators like Angie who've lived the problems and just flat out refuse to accept that's just how it is. The trucking industry, it needs more people like Angie. People who see challenges as opportunities, who turn setbacks into comebacks, and who never forget that at the end of the day, we're all in this together. If this story inspired you like it inspired me, smash that like button and let me know in the comments what's the biggest challenge you've overcome in trucking. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? We're building the realest trucking community on YouTube, and stories like Angie's are exactly why we're here. Keep the shiny side up, Diesel family. I'll see you in the next one.